Hi everyone, it's Natalie and Leah with Henley's Happy Trails, and we're going to be doing the beginning part of our video for day 4 of the sugar beet harvest. Do you have anything to say, Leah? No? Okay, alright, I'll tell them about it. Alright, so we started at 8 o'clock a.m. as usual, and it was 48 degrees and overcast. Around 11-12 o'clock is when the rain started coming in. It wasn't too heavy, but it did make the roads a bit sleek, and the drivers needed to slow down a bit to prevent any accidents or slipping. After about an hour or so, the sun came out, and I think it got to about 67 degrees, the warmest. So it was a bit warm, but we started having a nice little cool, crisp wind later on. But O'Mara Piling Station was pretty hoppin' today. We had an average of 50 trucks coming in and out of the station an hour, which is probably one of the best days we've ever had. So everyone was busy, the time went by quicker, and we got done, and I'm sure everybody is very tired and taking their ibuprofen right now. I did want to show you an aerial view of O'Mara Piling Station that our foreman Josh showed us. So basically you can see on this little Google map the two runways that we will be filling up with both piles, with both pilers that we have. Each runway is approximately 1,600 feet long. And currently you can see the little pink marks on the top of each runway. Each pile is 400 feet long. One may be a little bit longer than the other, but throughout the day we would just direct trucks to one pile or the next if we saw that they were getting uneven. So basically, so far, within the first 4 days, we've completed about 1/4 of the runways that we need to fill up, and there's two obviously that you can see there. So yeah, just to give you a perspective on where we're at, and I'm gonna go ahead and let Levi take over.
Alright, as a quick note, the piler is shut off and we're on a break, so we're not running any trucks through. And this is Kim, the pile operator.
I'm Kim, I'm from Washington, and this is my 3rd year working beet harvest, 1st year being a piler operator.
And do you have any advice for newbies?
Get your feet scraped off. The feet's on the bottom of your feet walking all day. Hurt your back after all day doing that.
Sounds like good advice. That's it.
I don't know.
I'll do a quick panorama. We're a little bit closer to the pile now, because the piler has moved back. So I thought I'd give you some footage. So there's the end of the boom, that's what it's called at the very end. There's a guy working on this side that's about to take a sample. So he puts the ticket in the bag, and then he puts the bag up to that little hopper there that he's standing in front of. And then once the load's about halfway done, there's an indicator light that tells you. Then there's that light that just lit up. So they press the sample taker button, and a little thing dips down, scoops some of the beets up, and then those beets fall down that hopper into the sample bag. On this particular side of the piler is where the boom is operated, and the guy standing to the left is actually my dad, and he is currently operating the boom. So from that side there's a little panel, and we can switch it swinging left and right, and the idea is to keep the pile straight and to build up the sides. So you might dump a couple to a few trucks on the sides and then let it make a sweep. And also the boom operator can back up the front of the machine, whereas the pile operator can back up the back of the machine. So it kind of inches backwards like a caterpillar, sort of. That truck that just pulled forward's getting his dirt returned to him after dumping. Now the dirt is kind of dry enough now, it has been raining, that the truck might try to turn around. It looks like he's going to attempt it, so I'll get to show you what it looks like without the trucks having to back up through the piler. So you see, he just, after getting his dirt, pulls straight forward, and you can see why we had to wait. That mud is kind of thick. It's just now starting to dry out enough. So that truck pulls out of the way. There's another truck on the other side that's now dumping, and while that truck drives away, there's another truck full of beets that comes and takes its place, and that process goes around and around. My dad's still over there working the boom. The guy that's standing there to the left is going to receive that trucker's ticket, and it looks like somebody from the other side brought over a sample. So that is pretty much the process on this end. You can see we're starting to make, there's the porta potty. We're starting to make some piles there. You can look down and notice that we have some beets piled. It was a slow start, but it's picking up. What is your word of the day for the 4th day of beet harvest?
Yeah, the 4th day, I keep telling myself I'm doing this for the money, and that's all.